Hi, my name is Samvid Kurlekar. Well, the first thing that changed for me from getting the scholarship is a change from living at home to living in the hostel. Well, I have an elder brother and an elder sister, and both of them were really eager to tell me how horrible hostel life actually is, how I would get ragged by the seniors, and how the warden will be difficult to handle and stuff. But now that I'm here for 2 years, I know that they could not have been more wrong. First of all, our seniors, they were really helpful. They made us feel at home. I was not homesick even for a single moment in the last 2 years. They answered all our doubts about academics, about college applications, even day-to-day living in Singapore. They handled us. They made us feel the transition was very smooth, and they were a very good part of the hostel. The warden, Alfonso ma'am, she has been like a mother figure to all of us. She has created an environment where all the hostelites are one big family, and we live together and we have fun together. She has created an environment of discipline and fun, and in that environment is actually good, because you must have discipline in a hostel. I mean, that you have to follow rules, and that's what creates a very good sustainable study environment. But at the same time, we have a lot of fun. We talk a lot, of course. We play table tennis after dinner. We go on outings together, and that has created a sense of unity in us. And we are like brothers and sisters to all of us, and that's really good. Makes about college applications, even day-to-day living in Singapore. They handled us. They made us feel the transition was very smooth, and they were a very good part of the hostel. The warden, Alfonso ma'am, she has been like a mother figure to all of us. She has created an environment where all the hostelites are one big family, and we live together and we have fun together. She has created an environment of discipline and fun, and in that environment is actually good, because you must have discipline in a hostel. I mean, that you have to follow rules, and that's what creates a very good sustainable study environment. But at the same time, we have a lot of fun. We talk a lot, of course. We play table tennis after dinner. We go on outings together, and that has created a sense of unity in us, and we are like brothers and sisters to all of us, and that's really good. The last 2 years at GIIS have been extremely transformative for me. I have been given the opportunity to participate in a plethora of activities, some of which I would not even dreamt of had I not been here. For example, last year I was part of a research team at Nanyang Technological University from an outreach program between GIIS and NTU, and I actually worked under a professor called Dr. Subhaya Satyan on the mechanical separation of graphene from a block of graphite. This is frontline research, and I could be there. I could see how research exactly works, and that was very enriching, especially because I aspire to be a researcher myself. Another thing that GIIS really helped me with, and which was a very unique opportunity, was that I could participate in the Harvard Summer School program this summer. I am extremely interested in biology. I'm curious about how living things originate, how they evolve, and how molecular mechanisms actually govern our living systems. And in order to explore my interests, because of course, the guidance and motivation given by my teacher, my biology teacher, Srivali ma'am, and the support given by the principal, Madhu ma'am, and my coordinator, Shisha ma'am, I could go to Harvard and I could take 2 courses, one in biochemistry and one in molecular biology, and that was really awesome. Like, I had to miss school for 1.5 months, and I did not know whether the school will allow me, because I was in standard 12, and it's an important year and stuff. But the school was extremely supportive, and that has helped me a lot. One very interesting opportunity that I could be part of in GIIS was that I was a part of the outreach program between GIIS and NTU. I was actually a member in a research team headed by Dr. Subhaya Satyan, who was a professor at NTU, and we worked on the mechanical separation of graphene from a block of graphite. Now this was frontline research, and I could be a part of it, which was very exciting to be. Of course, I could not even dream of this opportunity if I had not been in GIS, and that was really awesome. I aspire to be a researcher myself. I am extremely curious about how living things originate, how they evolve, and how the molecular machinery within our cells actually govern the way we move, the way organisms behave. And in order to explore my interests further, I could get an opportunity this summer to go to Harvard as part of the Harvard summer program and take 2 courses, one in biochemistry and one in molecular biology there. My biology teacher, Srivali ma'am, has been really helpful. She has been supportive all the way. She has guided me about what to do, what not to do. The principal, Madhu ma'am, she was, no, I did not know whether actually I'll get permission to go, because I would be missing 1.5 months of school, and in standard 12, they might not allow, but the principal was really, she supported me all the way. She gave me permission. Even my coordinator, Shija ma'am, even from writing recommendations to correcting my essays to telling me how I should focus on my applications, everything. They have been very helpful, and it was a very enriching experience working with them, working under them. One more thing, that GIS really offered something different than what I had in my previous school, was the student group. In my previous school, we were 40 boys in a class, all of us Marathi, all of us coming from the same background. And now coming here, like last year, we were 23 people in our class, and out of the 23 people, we spoke 19 different mother languages. This diversity, this variation in the student body was really interesting to be in. I mean, I could talk to, I could relate to, I could learn from people from different backgrounds, different aspirations, and that, I think, has helped me broaden my mind a lot. And yeah, I think that will help me a lot in my life. From 8th standard, I've been reading articles, magazines. I've participated in research projects and stuff, and I'm convinced that I want to study biology in college now. My mind is full of questions about how life originated, how it has evolved, how small things like, some molecules move inside one part of a cell, and that corresponds to a huge movement in an organism. Like the chain of sequence from a microscopic event to a macroscopic outcome is something that really fascinates me, and I want to study it further. And that is why I want to pursue a career in biology, in biochemistry, molecular biology, and I aspire to be a researcher in this field. For the same, I would apply for an undergraduate course in biochemistry, and I've already got into some UK universities. I'm applying to US and Singapore as well. Of course, India, the IIC and IISER are really good places to study. And I hope to get a PhD, a doctoral fellowship, and become a professor in biology. I think research, being in research would not only be good for me, because I would get an opportunity to answer the questions that have plagued my mind for the last few years. But I think I would also be a part of, I would be able to motivate a new generation of students, popularize research, and especially in India, where pure science is not given that much importance. If I could be an inspiring professor, if I could cultivate a new cohort of students and thus popularize research in India, that would be a service not only for me, but for my society and for my nation also, and that is something that I would really like to do.